Hello, I'm standing here in Doozy Basin, and I'm about to start an 80-mile section of the Sierra High Route. This is something a little new to me. I do have some very minor off-trail experience, but nothing quite on this scale, so I'm very excited, but I'm also a little bit intimidated. I'm about to step out of my comfort zone and off the trail. I just left Evolution Basin and I'm at the point now where the high route leaves the JMT. So I'll go up here and then into a basin that's up there and then over Alpine Col and land in Humphreys Basin. I had a hard time getting around that lake over there. Eventually it cliffed out and there was like some snow and steep rock. So I had to go all the way back around the lake, which took forever. This off-trail travel is really exhausting. I have to go up to the top of this saddle, and then on the far side of it there will be a lake, which I need to stay on the east side of. This pass right here, that is Alpine Col. Doesn't look too bad, but it looks like it's going to be loose. Alright, I'm at the base of the climb now to the pass, Alpine Col. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it, but I think I'm going to angle up that way and then go between one of those two cliffy thingies and then up to the top. Alright, I did it. I'm at the top of Alpine Col and it's my first off-trail pass. I did it. Feels amazing. And here's Humphreys Basin and I'm just without words at this view. A new pass in the Sierra is always going to be exciting, but this is unbelievable. This is one of the most epic views I've ever seen. Oh my god. That shit was sketchy. That was kind of traumatic. Going down Alpine Col was a million times harder than the other side. Every so often there's these cliffs, and so it takes forever to find a way around them. I feel like I must have mistakenly stumbled onto some class 3 because that scared me. That was enough for me. I do not want to do any more of that. I'm not sure I've ever woken up in a more beautiful location than this. I spent a lot of time last night thinking about whether I want to stay on the high route. After I got around Goethe Lakes, the terrain really mellowed out, and it was so pleasant just wandering around without a trail, just among these beautiful peaks, and I don't know, I just couldn't help think, but what a shame it would be to just go back on the John Muir Trail and miss all of this new exciting terrain. So, I don't know, like I reach Paiute Pass Trail, which leads to the JMT in a couple miles, and it's going to be a tough decision. I still don't know yet. Alright, so I did decide to get off the high route. I don't know. Yesterday was a mix of things. It was incredible and exciting, and it's probably more adventure than I've ever had all condensed into one day. But I think it was just a little too much for me to handle right now. and I didn't really feel safe doing it by myself, so I I think I took the smarter and more humble choice by just getting off it for now and saving it for another trip. I do have the option of getting back on the high route toward the end of this trip, which I think I will do once I've had a little bit of a mental break from that, but the high route will always be there, and I'll definitely be back. I'm up at Selden Pass, one of my favorite Sierra passes. It is beautiful as always. So I just went over the top of Silver Pass. When I got to the top, I saw a fire burning to the west of where I'll be going tomorrow. The smoke is coming from right there. Tomorrow I'm going to get back on the high route, which goes up onto Mammoth Crest, which is that thing. Well, I'm back on the high route. What I have to do is locate Deer Lakes, which should be that way, over the crest, and down somewhere, but... Alright, well I found my way up to the main Sierra crest. The view is mind-blowing. You get such a sense up here of how vast the Sierras really are. That's where I'm going next, in that direction, to that saddle. Right down there. Those are my lakes. Woo! Came from up there. Roper says that this trail ascends to the main Sierra crest in a rudely direct manner. Once I get up to the top and go a little ways, I'll get off this trail and just walk along the ridgeline of the main Sierra crest, which is going to be the most epic ridge walk I've ever done. I just talked to a couple climbers who just climbed up those vertical cliffs that I was just showing, and I stopped and talked to them for a few minutes, and I cannot imagine. I have no idea how people do that. And the guy was just like, they're getting ready to climb down, and he just walked up right to the edge and looked down in his bare feet. And I was like, oh my god. Like, I was thinking to myself, I can't even come down Alpine Col. Like, the best part of the awesome panorama that Roper was talking about. But sadly it's all smoky. Guidebook and map says to aim for that sandy saddle down there, and then, quote, plow down a pumice-filled gully down to Mammoth Pass. There's cliffs here, so you gotta go down this way to that saddle. I'm at the saddle, and I just go all the way down into there, and hopefully find a trail somewhere in there. Let's see what happens. It's pretty fun, actually. And now I'm just walking north through the woods until I reach another trail, which will take me west into Red's Meadow. Basically aiming for Mammoth Mountain, which is north. I'm on my way into Red's Meadow now. I don't know what to say. I never know what to say. Parts of that trip I just did were a great adventure, and getting a taste for off-trail travel definitely has me hungry for more. And I think that next year I will come back with the intention of completing the whole high route. I met a guy that said that Alpine Col, which he had done, he said that's some of the hardest stuff that you'll see on the high route, so maybe wasn't a great first pass, but anyway, I think this has been a good, even though I didn't complete the whole trip as planned, I didn't really expect to, so this was a good confidence boost. I realized that I can navigate pretty adequately. I mean, I can definitely get better, but that wasn't really an issue. Really the issue will be gaining confidence on the talus. So overall, a very good experience, and the times that I was on the high route, except for that 1 hour where I was terrified, were probably the most fun I've ever had hiking. So yeah, that about sums it up, I think.